First off, great win, great game. I want to give a lot of credit, obviously, to North Carolina State. They're really good. They're very, very talented, and they're very well coached. They play hard, and that's what Coach Keats' teams always do. They just play so darn hard. So you have to match that intensity, or you're going to get beat. So it's a really good win against a really good basketball team to kick off the season in ACC play. I was just really proud of our young men. They just showed a lot of resolve and grit. We got punched in the mouth, start the game down 8-0. They just came out and just punched us, and then we got down 15. But we were able to eventually find our way to dig ourselves back, into a normal score where we cut it to 5 or 7 at half, and then it was just a seesaw battle the rest of the second half. And we made some big plays, but we had a lot of, I use the terminology we have in our practice facility, championship motor board, which I stole from Coach Collins, our football coach, and we use it. And guys made a lot of championship motor type of plays tonight. And that's one of our core values is motor, and they really came away with some great motor plays, championship motor plays. And it was a great game. I mean, North Carolina State, they played so darn hard. Both teams played so hard. And it was the first game of the year, the intensity by both NC State and Georgia Tech. It was just an incredible basketball game. Those young men on both teams deserve a lot of credit. And it was a high-level basketball game, and it was like a boxing match, just 12 rounds. And like I said, both teams, not just Georgia Tech, but NC State, they played so hard as well too. Two hard-playing teams, and sort of one of those things where just kind of whoever had the ball last was probably going to win the game.
Can you talk a little bit about James? He played almost 15 minutes with 4 fouls, then hits 2 clutch free throws to win the game.
Yeah, a couple things on James Banks. First of all, anyone that knows, I lead the country in stats for the coach who plays the most minutes of any player when he has 2 fouls in the first half. And when guys get 3 fouls or 4, you can see I left Moses in, I left James in, I left Jose in. I'm not a big believer in saving guys. A lot of times you pull them out and they get cold and you bring them back in and you've lost the lead, or I'm not into saving guys. So James did a great job of playing, with protecting his final foul. But I was really proud of James that he had 5 blocks, 20 and 14, but only 1 turnover. We've really spent a lot of time on him being better about that. I thought Moses right. He struggled the first half, but he was really good the second half. Those two really got us back going into it in the second half. I thought Khalid Moore's efforts, his championship motor effort, was outstanding today. I thought obviously Michael DeVoe was very, very good. Jose struggled a little bit from 3, but Jose's your guy that's going to lead you. He's just such a great leader for us. And I thought Asante hit a huge 3 in overtime, obviously, to give us the lead. Bubba gave us good minutes, and so did Evan. And the bench was great, just with all the positive body language and everything else. So really proud of our guys. Really proud of James and each one of our guys. We just defensively we were a little better in the second half. First half they just torched us with all those threes. But it was a high-level game, man. Both teams, NC State and Georgia Tech, they both played so dang hard and left everything on the floor. And for this early season of a game, people should be. It was a great game to witness, and both teams really, even though the scoreboard shows Georgia Tech wins, both teams really left as a winner on this one.
Josh, you have experience in scoring back. How much do you think that helps in a game when maybe you get down early, that guys kind of know that you have the firepower maybe to get back in and some experience to handle that?
Well, a few things. I think this is right, Moose. This is our 4th straight game dating back to last year. Ken, this is a good stat, and Kelly, for fans back at home, we've shot 50%, over 50% from the field. So the last 3 games last year, and then 50% this year. And so that's, Ken and Kelly know we've struggled to score at times, but we've been better offensively. Like, I've said 3 things with our team, and once I got the job, I had said it's going to take about 5 years, because the only way for us is going to have to get old and stay old. And we're finally in year 4. We're a little older now. And so we are older, so we should be a little bit better because we're older. And that's the best way for us to have success. And my first year when we overachieved, we were an older team. And then last year and the year before, because Josh Okogie left us early, we were young. In year 2 and year 3, we were very young, so we were just young. And this year we're a little older, so we should be a little better because of our, just getting old and staying old. The second thing is we got to stay healthy. And then third, I always like to say we got to hold the fort down until Jordan Usher, who's a really good player, gets eligible on December 18th. He'll be a good addition as well for us. And so those are kind of the three things. But being older does help, obviously, and that's what I believe in the best way for having success in this league for us, for Georgia Tech.
How were you able to kind of slow them down a little bit in the first half? And it seemed like they were about to run away with it.
Yeah, Ken, they were just on fire. I mean, they just punched us in the mouth to start. We got down 15, but we kind of we didn't panic. And to the gentleman to your left, as he said, that just, based on us being older, we didn't have to panic or get ourselves and we were splintering or anything. And a younger team might do that. We did it because we've been through it as a group for a while now. So it was an incredible win, and we just had to lock in, and the way we got back in the game was through defense. And we also scored. I mean, when you shoot 50%, that's gonna help. We made 6 threes, but and James's free throws at the end there, that's not easy to do when you're the center, and and you make 2 free throws with that intensity of the crowd and the loudness of that. I mean, that's not easy to do. And that's 3 for 3 in the last 2 seconds of the last 2 years here at NC State for James, making free throws. If you think about it.
How many games have you won that you didn't lead in regulation at any point?
Yeah, you know what, I said this, Kelly, to the staff. I said, we need to get just over the hump. There's so many times we could not get over the hump to get the lead. I just thought that was going to just kick us in the rear because we just could not get the lead. It's like you're just trying to you fight and just scrape and elbow and kick and punch to find your way back to somehow get there, to get right there, and then all of a sudden you just got to get over that hump, and we just could not get that lead. And we finally got the lead when Asante hit that 3 in the corner to start overtime, and so that was a great thing for us.
What did you see out of the man defense?
Us?
Yeah.
I mean, we got to clean up some things. We did some good things. I mean, I think North Carolina State, they're good, and they play so hard, and they hit some great shots. I mean, I thought C.J. Bryce, man, he is a good player, really good player. I mean, obviously Beverly is a great player, and Pat can really shoot it. Look, we recruited Manny Bates like crazy out of high school, and so I've always been a big fan of him. I think the Daniels kid's going to be good. We recruited, Jericho Helms. I think he's going to be really good. I mean, they just got a good team, and they play hard. And so they hit some tough shots. They really hit some big-time shots as well, too.
Can you talk a little bit about your transition offense? Seemed like you were able to push the tempo, and that got you back in the game.
Yeah, Kelly, we've got to take advantage of some of the defensive stops and try to be better in transition. Because one of the things we got to score better, and so I think last year we shot better. The last 3 games of over 50%, and this game, and part of it's been the emphasis on transition offense.
What did you see in that last sequence that Jose dug the ball out and?
Just a lot of championship motor board plays, and a great credit to Coach Collins from the football program on that for the board. But I just thought there were some championship motor plays at the end there on both teams. I thought North Carolina State made a lot of championship motor plays, and we made so many championship motor plays. Man, North Carolina State is really good, and Georgia Tech is good, and both teams played so hard. And just to appreciate both young men on both teams, it was just a high-level basketball game, especially for this early in the year.
What are your thoughts on playing an ACC opponent so early in the season?
I love it because we won the game. If we didn't win, I might not feel the same. But it's the intensity of this game is like in a February match, and so whenever they schedule, you're going to have to go play it. And I understood the other 14. There's 14 teams. Obviously, Duke was playing in the other deal, but everyone had to play it either today or tomorrow, so no reason to complain or whatever. You just got to get it done, and And I understand the ACC network was new and all that, which is, the network's great, but, you know, we just, playing in the ACC is just a complete monster. It's the best league in the country. It's 20 games, just an incredible league. Incredible league.
One more? Anybody?
I mean, it's obviously very, very early, but, I mean, just to stack one win, it must mean.
Yeah, well, you know, I mean, to win on the road in the ACCs, you know how hard that is to do? Let me just say this. When I was at Memphis, I used to always say this, and they would get tired of me saying it. I always say, winning is hard. Winning is hard. Winning one game is hard. I don't care in what sport it is. Hey, think about when you're coaching your youth leagues. Winning that game is hard, you know? And I don't care what level it is, winning's hard. But that's why every possession is just a complete, as you know, I live and die by every possession, Ken, and the intensity of it. And, you know, it's great to get a win, and to win on the road's not an easy thing to do, especially in this league, which is the best league in the country. There's not a better league from top to bottom. It's just, you know, it's a real blessing that, you know, to be part of the ACC. And I know I'm a little enthusiastic right now. Sorry.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, thanks, everybody.